Hey, how you doing? This is a real special one. A nighttime video. This is a rare day. I'm telling you, they done got it out of me today. I'm so tired. It's 8:30 at night. I got up for 5 this morning. Been out here with this truck all day, getting in, getting out, pulling the hose, walking over stuff. Man, they got it out you, brother, today. You know, brother tired, man. I'm headed in. And wanted you to ride in with me. Talk to me a little bit. Talk to you. Tomorrow is a light day. I don't have that much. Today is Sunday. Sunday is my long days. Tuesday is my long days, and Thursday. And it's a mess because the other driver is on vacation. He took his family to Greece for a week. And so I'm having to do his work and mine. But what you do, man? You know, this is it's not of you know, I'm out here because I need the money to take care of myself. And this is an extremely long day. I seen a day like this once or twice. I haven't seen a day like this year. I saw a long one last month, but it wasn't this long. Like working to the dark. I got close to sundown, but it's after sundown. It's 8:30. And the reason why you see so many lights over there is because that's the port of Ashdod. That's a major port. They bring in a lot of goods to the country. They have another one way up north in Haifa. The big ships bringing in everything from toilet paper to Q-tips and whatever else. And taking it in nice and slow. They got it out of me today. Oh boy, you know, I don't know, man. What you do. I got a big surprise for you all. I'm gonna tell you about it in a few days. Some major developments taking place for the Nubian king over here in Israel. And I'm gonna tell you about it and let you know what's happening. It's 8:30, so I'm not expecting any traffic out here. So I expect to cruise on to the house real smooth, you know. And I'm really not hungry. I just want something cool and refreshing to drink. I'll tuck it on in and get me a good shower with some of that organic soap I use with no you know, animal products and chemicals and stuff. And I jump in them cotton sheets, get me a good night's sleep. I sleep real light, you know, seriously. I mean, you could be walking outside on the sidewalk and I hear you and wake up. And so when I want good deep sleep, I have to put earplugs in my ear. Yeah. And I can go off into some nice sleep. And then when I dream, I know that I had some good sleep. You know, I was there. But I'm okay. Am I tired? You know, I really don't even feel tired. I don't even feel tired like, you know, you would feel like boom. Like you don't feel like moving. This is a very physical job, I tell you. You got to be strong. And at 60, for me to still be rocking like this, I'm happy. I'm healthy, but this is the dumbest shit for a 60-year-old, I think, man. Because I never saw myself really doing no kind of physical work like this. Part of me is kind of like, you know, how would you say you didn't achieve what you wanted to? So you say you let down, disappointed, yeah. I feel a little disappointment in my life. You know, I started out, you know, show not like this. I went to DeVry Institute of Technology. I wanted to be in computers and everything. And I went to DeVry. I worked at a Digital Equipment Corporation. I was a communication specialist in Norcross, Georgia. Started out in high tech. And things was going good. You know, my life. I was living in a real beautiful place in Atlanta, Georgia. Moonraker apartments, very luxurious condominiums. Real condos, not apartments that they start calling condos and raise rent on black people. Oh, you living in a condo. And they raise the rent. The same apartment you've been staying in forever. Landromons. You know what I'm saying? Now they call it Landromon condo and they jack the rent up. Damn devils. Be amazing, man. You know, have you ever thought to yourself, how is it that evil, corruption, wickedness just function unbridled? You know, nothing stops it. If somebody want to do some dirt, they just do it. And you know, you got to go through a lot of hurdles to get their butts. You know, it's like I saw this video. This sister had an Airbnb and she rented it out. And she rented it out to a sister. And the woman got up in the Airbnb and she came to the end of the time that she rented it for. And the young lady that owned Airbnb told her to say, okay, so what do you want to do? You want to keep renting or what? And the video the young lady showed us that owned Airbnb of the sister in the house talking mad crap. She ain't moving. She said, I ain't going nowhere. And then she fired up a cigarette and the sister was like, what, you smoking in my house? I mean, just bold. Then she said she went to the police and the police told her, well, there's really nothing they can do because, you know, she paid you the rent and she's in there as a tenant. Even though it's Airbnb, that's still, you know, she renting the room. And in order to have her put out, she had to go through a long process. And it was so disheartening. And the woman was in there bold as can be. Just, I ain't going no damn, cussing this sister and just, you know. And you see that a lot in different situations where wicked, corrupt people just do whatever they want to do. And it's like, you can't do nothing. And that's a trip, you know, it's like, damn. And when the good people set out to try to get something done, they got to go through a zillion hurdles. And by the time they get to the end of all of that, They finished. They wore out. They drained. And the evil person standing there, strong in their wickedness. Then the good people, what do? They come with these cliches, don't nobody get over, God gonna handle it, Jesus, and they come back with all kind of philosophical sayings, but those philosophical sayings don't get that devil up off your butt. You just talking. And the bandit be doing all kind of stuff, man. Just lying, cheating, stealing, gaslighting, talking crap. That's all over the place. Just like that doggone president of America. People over there talking about getting the gas price down. I don't know how y'all missed it, but that heathen was going out of the White House, and one of the reporters asked him, what about the gas prices? How can you get the gas price down? He said, they not going down. He said, they ain't never going back down. That's what he said. He said, they ain't never going back down. And again, who are they paying for the barrels of oil that they taking from the ground? They set up their refineries. Those refineries last for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And once they set the refineries up, they get back the money they spent buying all the equipment to set the refinery up and the workers and everything. And now it's pure profit. Because where are they getting the oil from? They're getting the oil out of the ground. But now remember, they getting it from Mother Earth. Mother Earth, she don't have a big fuel pump. You know what I'm saying? That they have to pay $2 per barrel, and then they turn around and sell it to the world for $100 a barrel. They getting it free. You know what I'm saying? Their raw good is oil, crude oil. They getting it free, and then they can take from the crude oil and produce rocket fuel, jet fuel, diesel, gas, kerosene. Those 5 different petroleum products come out of one high quality crude oil, which they call Brent sweet crude oil. And they not paying nothing for it. Y'all never thought of that, right? While you being lied to, while you are being lied to about some fight between two people way on the other side of the world, they draining your pockets based on a lie. And that's all America ever done for all these years. Lied. They still lied, just so many lies. And the world now is beginning to see America's bull crap. Yeah, they're falling apart, man. Other nations are turning their back on America because what they see America doing and been doing. And even in their countries that you don't know about what America doing in these foreign countries. Y'all don't know. They send their jackals over there. They send their henchmen. And while you on your job worried about trying to pay rent, Americans in these other countries screwing up a lot. And you don't even know about it. Then they come back on their news media that they control, which is propaganda network, and tell you Russia is bombing Ukraine and we got to help Ukraine. And you don't even know that the corruption that they've been doing in Ukraine with a puppet president that they put in place because he would do whatever they say, you don't even know that they trying to make Putin the bad guy. So when he tell y'all what he got to tell y'all about what America been doing to Europe, y'all don't want to hear it because he done convinced you not to listen to it. Same way they done did the reputation of black men. Got the whole world scared of black men. You see what I'm saying? Based on lies. Weapons of mass destruction based on lies. I mean, as soon as they went up in there and did not find weapons of mass destruction, what was they supposed to do? Turn around and go home. But they did. What did they do? They ran out there and took control of them oil wells and been getting that oil free, you know what I'm saying, and selling it to you. That's what they've been doing. All lies, and you don't even know that. You paying all this money for this daggone gas, and they laughing to the bank. It's a damn shame. And these bandits just keep on going. They'll come up, tell you some lies, and then they got this weirdo up there, press secretary, a Negro woman named Jean Pierre, whatever. You know, come on now. That's so effed up. I mean, Shazam. Seriously? You know, that business is insulting to an intelligent person. To have this knucklehead standing up there, blah, 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 just lying. And she's homosexual in bed with a woman, a white woman that is a CNN correspondent. How is that not a conflict of interest? You, the White House press secretary, dating the CNN correspondent. How is that not a conflict of interest? And just going on with it. Because they got the American people so duped down and stuck in dumb stuff. Don't nobody notice that but me, way over here in Israel, and I ain't even living in America. And I'm just like concerned for innocent people. And this ain't even about black and white. It's about people, about human family. And I hate, man, it just bothers me to see innocent people victimized by devil. And it's like they be so humble and they want to pray and hope Jesus come back and do something. And y'all got to understand, man, that lie that they telling y'all about this Jesus, you got to think now. You got to stop for a moment and think. I'm 60. All right. And so when I came to this planet, they was telling me that the Savior was tacked to a cross and killed 2,000 years ago. But he died on the cross for our sins. Now, I said, what do you mean? He died on the cross for your sins. What do you mean? Nobody could explain it with any kind of intelligence where it made basic sense. What do you mean a man 2,000 years ago died on the cross for your sins? What are you talking about? 2,000 years ago? I'm 60. As any Christian right now, how long ago was it that Jesus died on the cross for our sin? 2,000 years. Well, what about Nubian King, 60 years that he been on the planet? If you was right, at least you'd be saying, okay, 2,060 years ago, Jesus died on the cross for our sin. What kind of clock is you using? Because I swear, it's like this dude, it's always 2,000 years. My mother passed at 89. They were still saying 2,000. It should have been 2,089 years ago. Y'all follow what I'm saying? You see, it's a reason that these people has got you stuck in that. And then it's so awesome that you don't want to hear nobody say nothing about your sweet Jesus. It's just a belief system, and then you're so hypnotized that you still sitting there looking in the sky. They told y'all, man, when the white missionaries showed up, they gave you the book. You had your head down in the Bible, reading that bullshit. And when you looked up, he had the land, and you ain't had nowhere to stay. They running the same game, man. You know, lies, just all lies. When have America ever told the truth? You can't do that. You can't do that. The truth? Are you kidding me? For what? Money. Why? To get money. That's it. At the end of the day, what are they doing? They collecting money. That's all it's about. Collecting money. One time I got on these Jews about the Holocaust. This is deep. This is deep, you know. I'm going to tell you about this. I'm over here in Israel. I had a lot of conversation with these cats. All up in Jerusalem, weaving and bobbing and bullshitting. And I got in these guys' butts about the Holocaust and old people in the land right now. And what I told them, just get straight to the point. You all are some big bullshitters. You're holier than thou, ultra orthodox. Y'all be full of shit. And you know, they was real offensive. I took that hard because what y'all don't understand is in the Jewish mindset, they say that everybody's goyim that's not Jewish. And if you all don't know what goyim mean, you missing a lot about how they think about everybody else except themselves. Goyim is the non-Jewish, and in their mindset, they can do whatever to you, and it's all good. It's still gonna be good with God. All right. So anyway, I roll up on these cats. We're in Jerusalem, strike up a conversation, and I hit them with the Holocaust. They like, what about it? They hold that close to their heart. I said, you all are up here throwing away good food just to keep the price up. In the main market in Tel Aviv called Shuk Tanuva, when I first came in this land in 1981, we used to go up there and shop. That was the biggest, main open air market for the country. I used to go up there and shop. And one day I was there, I saw this big dump truck, 20-ton dump truck rolling out with this pack full of tomatoes. They weren't in the boxes, they were just thrown in the truck. And you could see them because the height of the platform, the dock that we was on, when you stood on that dock, you could look across the parking lot and see right across the top of the truck. And that was just enough that I could see that the truck was filled with tomatoes. So I asked the guy on the dock, hey, what's happening with those tomatoes? He said they going to dump them. What? Were they bad? He said, no. Then why they going to dump them? He said, because when they dump those tomatoes, we don't have any more left. So I have to raise my price on what's left. I looked at him, I'm like, what? Wait a minute, say that again. When they dump those tomatoes, all that's left is what I got here on the dock, and I have to raise my price because we don't have no more tomatoes. I said, what do you mean going to dump them? He said, dump them. Tizrochotam. Oh, no sell lizrochotam ba'ashpa bezevo. What? Yeah, he said they was going to throw the tomatoes away. Good tomatoes. Just so he could raise the price up and get more money for the tomatoes he had left on the dock. Man, I got all in his butt. You know what I told him? I said, that's a damn shame. You know, I said, let me tell you something. You jokers is running around here talking about this Holocaust thing and the God and the Jews and all that. You Jewish and give me some money. Y'all on some bush. You know what? I said, first of all, if they going to take those tomatoes and dump them, I say you're wrong. I say that's wicked. That's evil. I told him. And so, you know, all you got to do is talk loud in Israel, you'll draw a crowd because they, you know, they just like that. They want to see, you know, who, you know. So you're going to draw a crowd. And so several other guys came over because I'm talking loud, right? And so they listening. And what the Israelis do when a crowd comes around a conversation, a loud conversation, they all stand there and listen. They listen to both people in the conversation. And depending on who's saying what, a number of those people would take sides. Like if you saying what you saying, you have several of those people listening, take your side. And then the other person saying what they saying, you have several of the people take his side. And so they'll listen and keep listening. And then all of them will get in the conversation. And next thing, you got a whole group of Israelis hollering and screaming at each other. One half on this guy's side, the other half, and it's just all hollering and screaming. That's what they do. So they gathered around me and the guy, we talking, and they listening. And so what I told the dude, I said, that's wicked, you wrong, and that's evil. He said, how can you call me wicked? I said, because you all talking about the Holocaust, right? And these people was killed in the Holocaust, right? Yeah, okay. But then you throwing away the tomatoes, and we have old people in the country here in Israel that can't eat, but you collecting money based on the Holocaust and Jews that got killed in the Holocaust. Okay, so you collected millions and millions of dollars for the Holocaust, and you got old people that was actually in the Holocaust sitting here in Israel and can't hardly damn eat. And you throwing away these tomatoes. I say you getting all this money, throwing away the tomato, and you using the old people to collect money, and you leaving them sitting in the house eating goddamn cat food. Can't make it to the end of the month. I say you're wicked. Now, none of them Israelis said nothing. This crowd, they ain't say nothing to me, didn't say nothing to him. They listened, and they were like, whoa. I say, let me tell you something. I do not agree with those tomatoes being thrown away, because you got hungry people that could benefit from it. And I said, you say you Jewish and you God and Kadosh Baruch Hu and all that. I said, let me tell you something. Just like I don't like y'all throwing them tomatoes away, don't you know the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob don't like it either? Because you got good food you throwing away, and you got people that really could use it, and you don't even know how to get blessing. What does it says in the Bible? Those that bless ye, I shall bless them. Those that curse ye, I shall curse them. I told the guy, who you think that's talking to? Who you think he's talking to? And he looked, well, I said, it's talking about you. Talking about me. What he's saying is that those that you bless, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will bless you for blessing them. And those that you curse, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob shall curse you because you cursed them. So that means, my man, all the good that you do to other people, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob would do good to you. Throwing them tomatoes away is not good, and the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, it don't like that. And you could be standing here trying to sell these tomatoes at the highest price and never sell one. Man, them people heard that, they turned around, they left that alone. They shit, them jokers, it's like, got the hell on. I said, and you got old people in the land? I said, let me tell you something before I go. There should not be, according to you all, playing the Holocaust thing and getting all this money from people. You understand? And you get money from America by the billions, and you playing the Holocaust and you collecting money. I said, every single elder citizen in this country should be living the best life. They should not have to worry about food, clothing, and shelter. For all the money that you get using the Holocaust, and some of these elders walking around here was actually in the Holocaust. A lot of them done died off. But still, the fact remains that you're using them to leverage money out of people, and you're not even helping the elders. I said, those old folks, man, I say, the way y'all do it, I'm telling the guy. Now, a lot of people started walking off because this truth was messing them up. I said, a lot of these people, these elder folks walking around, I seen some, looking in the trash, walking around scrub. Not many. That's one thing I can say. You do not see a lot of homeless folks. But I'm talking about the elders that's struggling. I seen specials over here where they had elder people that wasn't doing too good, barely making it. And so I got on the guy. And I've had that conversation with several Jews about the elder people struggling in the Holocaust, and you collecting money for it. And they should be so well off, man. I'm telling you, it's some Jews over here. Y'all can't even imagine how good they living. Yes, sir, Bob. They keep it quiet, stay out of sight, out of mind. But I'm specifically talking about the elders that you're using them to leverage money out of people from all around the world. The Jewish agents steady collecting money, and you got the elder people living like crumbs. You just stop that. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're going to talk about the Holocaust and use the elders and show pictures, set them up so that the God that you claim you serve, he'll bless you. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe you could get some peace. But you keep on tricking and trading, man, all this stuff will fall apart. I'm just telling you. You can't keep doing that. How long can you just, just lie? This world wasn't built upon lies. This world was built upon truth. And the truth is, whoever created this put it together, and it's perpetual. Just like the brothers say, time is not a real thing. Time is not real. The clock is. You understand? All of that, the barbarians came down out of the caves and did all that. But what is time? Time is non-existent. The brother broke it down. When you go around and look at the world and space and the different things they be talking about, they talking about 5 million years old. Some star started 5 billion years ago. 5 billion years ago, and it's still going. That means there is no time to give it an ending point. So if there's no such thing as time, then there was no beginning and there's no end. And there's no hours, a days, a night. It's just there. Okay? And so you're talking about all these lies that the people are hearing from all manner of people. Just lies. Stop using these elders in Israel to leverage money out of people, and you're not helping them. Just lying. These elders should be the best dressed, most well taken care of on earth, because all the money they collected for the Holocaust. You stop doing that. And then when things happen, you want to look up why that happened. It's called blessings and curse, and how to get blessed by blessing other people. That's the way that works. And so if I don't like the tomatoes being thrown away, the God that you claim you serve, you think you feel good about that? And you wonder why you ain't really got no real peace. It's relative. It's called relative laws, You put out good, good come to you. You put out bad, bad come back to you. Just that simple. So anyway, I just wanted to drop that on you. I was thinking about it, and that's real, man. These people running around this world in a manner, they just don't give a crap. Just do whatever. They got their money, they living their lives, they doing their thing, damn everybody. And then, do you ever notice how wealthy people just really don't help folks? Like the average common people, like, man, how is it that Amazon can have all these people complaining about working at Amazon and they ain't got no choice? And to just dog the people from what they saying, you know what I'm saying? Just dogging the workers. Just don't give a crap. But they still show up at the warehouses doing all their work. Why? They don't have no choice. Don't have no more job. And the bandit take advantage of that one point right there. You ain't got no choice. Go somewhere else and work. Isn't that something? I mean, like, damn. What kind of world is that? You got people all jacked up sideways. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even care. Just whatever. Hell with them. Woo-wee. What a world, boy. I'm telling you the truth, man. Just don't even care. I don't believe that those people are indigenous of this planet. They too daggone hard. Don't match nothing. Those kind of people, they really don't fit. They don't match nothing. It's like Elon Musk, he got billions. That's a funny acting dude, Elon Musk. That guy, he funny to me, man. He be all moving and talking and shit. What are you saying? Jeff Bezos, funny looking people, man. A lot of those billionaires actually are ugly people. You ever really looked at Bill Gates? Have you ever just really looked at him? These jokers is ugly. How you have all that money and be ugly? You know what I'm saying? Leader of the world. Look at Boris Johnson hair. Dude over, England. standing up talking. Dude, what the hell going on with your hair? You know what I'm saying? People be ugly, man. You know, sitting up talking. Madeline and Albright. What? Nancy Pelosi. Look at him. Just look. The hell is going? What, man? You know, Mark Zuckerberg. He's sitting up there. Look, boy, if that dude don't look like a damn alien, sitting up there in the Senate hearing, they ask him all kind of questions. Big old eyes batting. He looking around. I said, damn, old boy, what galaxy he from? This nigga here. Look at him. And because of the fact they come and be dressed and looking like white people, you don't even notice it because you've been seeing it for so long, you think it's normal. But if you look at these people, it ain't normal. Here's another point. Have you ever noticed the senators in the United States of America, the senators? I want you to stop this time, go back and look at their hair. Most of them have that silvery, shiny white hair. How is that? How is that all these dudes got the same kind of hair? Y'all notice that? See, it be the real subtle thing that the reptilian nation, the shapeshifter, other intellects that be governing this planet do, that be real subtle, that if you ain't sharp, you won't even notice it. But I noticed that, even Bill Clinton, when I was passing the house out there, his childhood home in Hope, Arkansas, sun was up real bright. He was standing out there. They were dedicating it as like some, museum or whatever. And he was standing out there. And as I passed by, I slowed down and I looked. And the first thing I saw was his silvery white hair shining in that sun, so white and silvery. It's a real unique type of color that they have. Those senators and congressmen and old government members, the older one, they done grew this hair, and all the hair looked the same color. Y'all notice that? No, I guess I'm the only one noticed that. But think about it. Go and look at them. It'd be real subtle. So here's the question. You sitting there, and you got 15, 20, 30 senators, 15, 20, 30 congressmen, a bunch of government leaders, officials, all had the exact same type color hair. How is that? And it ain't black. It's that real unique, odd, silvery white color. How is that? You tell me they ain't from the same group of people, same seed or something, And it's like the same one. They don't ever go nowhere. The same one's always there. Same one. And then you look up. You don't ever really see nothing change in your life. But unless it's getting worse, something they doing. Oh, they do. They good to screw you up. But to do something good for the people, they don't. What? Good for the people? What does that mean? Something good for the people. What are you saying? Doing something good for the people. Negro, please. Damn. And now they killing people off, just killing them. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. 15,000 flights was canceled the last weekend in the United States of America. Have anyone asked why the flights was canceled? Some people said not enough pilots to fly, not enough crew members, not enough ground crew, not enough people to do the work. Okay, I understand that. My next question, what happened to the pilots? See, this how they ease this on you real smooth. They just tell you 15,000 flights were canceled. There's a lot of backup at the airport. You need to come early, need to be ready to wait in line. They telling you everything you need to do, but they ain't telling you why the hell 15,000 flights were canceled. No pilot? Why there ain't no pilots? What happened to the pilots? What the hell going on? Where the people at? You ain't heard nothing about a strike. Generally, when you hear about canceled flight, it's when the winter time. Hell, it's June, man. We summertime. Weather good all over the world. Why the hell they cancel 15,000 flights? Why is there so many? What? Why the line so long? Where is the crew? Hey, where is everybody? Ain't nobody answering that question. I tell you the answer. Them jokers is gone. Because they took a part of you know what, and they ain't here. Or they mucked up from the flow up because of it. That's what's happening. Did it ever dawn on you why all of a sudden now you got all this problem with air travel? I mean, it done dropped down. I remember back in the day, air travel was just for the bougie, the upper class. And you wore your nice clothes. My mother took us to New York for a Christmas present. And she literally withdrew us out of school in Atlanta. We flew to New York, stayed at my big time uncle house out there on Wine Dance, out there Long Island in New York. And balled up there and stayed Christmas, New Year's. A few days after New Year, we came back to Atlanta. We flew on the Delta. I never forget, Delta DC-9. I was so happy, a little bit of boy. Oh, you know, but we were bougie, man. Everybody had nice clothes. You know, flying on the airplane was a big deal. You buy new clothes and just be on your best behavior, all on your P's and Q's. Nowadays, man, jokers is slugging and fighting and cussing and screaming and acting a fool on the aircraft. You know, before they leave the tarmac, just loaded up, shut the doors, push back, and they up there fighting. It just done got so slum, you know, like, boy, if you ain't you really need a private jet now if you ain't on the dumb stuff. But if you're on the dumb stuff, get on that plane, beat the hell out of somebody. And then they gonna leave you, turn the plane around, and everybody screwed up. You know what I'm saying? And talking about 15,000 flights canceled. Why? That's the first question I asked. I looked, man, the weather nice, it's June, ain't no snow and ice, the runway clear, but the plane's sitting on the ground. Why? Well, I know why. You ain't figured it out yet? The pilots is gone. They is not there. Took part in that experiment. Oops. Oh, wow. That didn't go good. See, you can't see them. They get in the ground, right? Why? Because they're in the ground. You up here. So you don't know who's getting in the ground. They not telling you. You ain't keeping up with it. But it's some folks that they ain't got nobody. And ain't nobody breaking that down. That's why they not here. Hell, if they was here, they'd be flying the plane. That's what they job. That's what they do. But why they ain't there to fly the plane? Because they not here to walk on the ground either. They gone. That's why. And this is why I was saying, when a person is trying to kill you, what do? You do what they call protect yourself, right? That's what you do. When you know someone is trying to kill you, you have to go into protection mode so that they do not kill you. And then there are times where you have to get them before they get you. It depends on the circumstances, what's going on. Anyway, it's a wild, wild world. Wild, wild people we living in. It's a mess. But guess what? It's not always going to be like that. We actually in a threshold of change. The way it is now, what you see happening, all this is because we're in the midst of a threshold of change. Things are changing. It's not going to be the same. All you got to do is stay healthy and keep living. There's an element of being on this planet that are dying off. They cannot reproduce and they're dying off. And they know that. Just like I'm telling you, they already know it. They predict it already. They know amongst themselves, not all of them, but they know they're almost down to the day when they're actually going to be extinct. Because if you can't reproduce to replenish those that's left, you slowly going away. 1,000 died yesterday. Today it was only 700 born, so you 300 short. And you do that again tomorrow, another 1,000 die, and another 700 is born. You 600 short, and that just keep going, and the number grows until where now they can do the mathematical equation to determine when they're gonna be extinct. Okay, and so that means all the wise person does, the wise person, you wise, stay healthy and keep living. You outlive them. Yeah. Man, I done got back to, I ain't even at the house. I'm just rolling in the daggone parking spot. 9:15 at night. Man, I'm gonna go home, shower, jump straight into bed. I probably drink me some juice. I don't know, I ain't gonna drink nothing good. If I drink something, I'll be getting up, passing it out. Drink a little water, and hit the rack. Put the ear plugs in my ear, and hit the rack. Listen, had a nice time talking to you. I did. Just think about what I'm saying, what I said. You know, it's all for the good. You know, gotta treat people right, man. You can't go through this life being a butthole, doing any kind of old thing. You know, using people, lying, stealing money, ain't doing nothing for the people. Don't do that. Stop that. It's wicked. You know, as soon as somebody call you out about it, you get all fluffed up around the collar because somebody done bust you. You're running game. You know what I'm saying? Leave people alone, man. Anyway. I enjoyed talking to you. You know me. I always like chopping it up with you. You know what I'm saying? So one day I'm going to start inviting you all over to the, you know, have a conversation with the Nubian King. We go live. You can show your face, or you don't have to show your face. Show everybody how beautiful you are. But it'll be good that we can get together and chop it up. Okay? All right. That's it. It look nice at night, don't it? It's kind of nice. Look at that. All right, anyway. Hope it says something, inspired thought, positive thought, you know, do good by people. And just like it said, those that bless you, I should bless them. Those that curse you, I should curse them. And so you can do blessing for people and get blessed yourself. Universal principle of giving. You know what I'm saying? You have the universe to come on your behalf to do things. Remember, all the energy comes from with you. You put out bad energy, the universe is going to add to it and give it back to you. And then it'll intensify it. And so you put out bad energy come back 2 or 3 fold. And you wonder why you can't get it together, and you always got problem in your relationship, problem in your family, problem with you, problem with your health. You just ain't got no life. Then you look over there and you see the Nubian King chilled out like a big dog, laughing, joking, you know, kids loving. I love kids, children, you know, everything smooth, because it's an operating principle that I use. Give out good, get back good. You know, you have to understand how the universe works. You know, you running around here thinking you ain't connected, you're acting a nitwit and doing all this crap and think it don't matter. And then you look up, you're in jail. You did something stupid, you're locked up. Some of them happened to somebody you love. Karma, all kind of stuff be happening, man. You can't even put your finger on it. Why this, why that? Shit, why? Because you doing something stupid. You know, and that karma, boy, that girl Karma, she's a biatch. Woo-wee. Karma, she is a biatch. You don't know who Karma is? You know who Karma is? Yeah, I know Karma. Man, what you know about Karma? Bruh, Karma is a biatch. And look, she take her time getting to you. She gonna come. If you do dirt, God guarantee she gonna show up. And see, the thing about Karma, she take her time And while you thinking she ain't nothing gonna happen, you just keep doing it. Because you figure you got away with it. And then one day, booyah! You trying to figure out why your butt going in so many different places. Karma done bust your behind into a zillion pieces. And she said, now I'm here. My name is Karma. And you be all mucked up from the floor up. How do you say back in the day? Foobarbed? What is foobard? Fucked up beyond recognition. Karma done got to you. I'm scared of karma, man. I want to just be at peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't be doing that, man. Leave that alone, dog. It's like, just do good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just do good. Why you got to be jealous and envious people? You need to stop doing that and sit back and think of a way that you can get paid. And leave these people alone. You got to be always on some kleptomaniac stuff. All that energy you put into being evil, if you put it into being half that energy and being right, that right will come back on you so strong, man. We be like Shazam, brother, and leveled up. Shit, leveled. He done blew up. Old boy driving a bad Bentley. Look at that Bentley, man. It's brand new, 2023. Look at that. I ain't know they was out yet. So anyway, listen. Let me get out of here and get home. I love you. From the basement of my heart to the attic of my mind. I love you 24/7. That means I love you all the time. Shalom.